Hey, what's up, guys? Rampedi here. It's another week and it's another show. While everybody's on rest, we are here. Let's go.
That's how it goes?
They keep asking about the best when they know it's me.
Okay.
Asking about the rest when they know it's me.
Straight in, I guess.
You know it's me.
Now, every week we give you quality guests, quality conversations, quality content, and this week is no different. You're gonna absolutely enjoy this conversation.
Another big guest on Playing the Field with Shakes, guys. When you get a chance to get on the phone with this person and speak to them because of what they've done for South African football, having to play for AmaZulu, SuperSport, Santos, Free State Stars, and now is a coach with Njampe in ABC Motsepe League. Tshepo Motsoeneng, how are you doing?
Hey, my brother, I'm swamped. My heart is all over the place because of the playoffs. It's never an easy place to be at. So I cannot say I'm fine. I cannot say I'm this way. But I just want to do well for this club, and life must continue.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm sure that's the battles of having to be a head coach of a football club.
Yeah, that's a tax that it comes with. You know, you're a leader, and when you're a leader, you know that you're not liked by everybody in society because of certain individuals from the community might think that you're omitting their voice from the lineup or certain things. So you can't please everybody. But at the end of the day, you have to do your job. And everybody in KZN are saying they haven't been promoting for such a long time. And they feel like me coming to KZN was a blessing for them. They need daily promotion. That's how my job is right now.
Oh man, that's nice to hear. You having to be a blessing. Tell me something. I've always wanted to know this. Is it harder being a player or is it harder being a coach in South African football?
It's harder being a coach, definitely. Being a player is easy, my brother. I can tell you, easy peasy because I was one. In our time, there are players that were good, there are players that were average. You can get away with it. But being a coach, there's always people, like from your media side of things, there are people that will just pay attention to you. And they will, tear you apart or pick you apart on your philosophy and certain things. And once people start to read and understand, you might not be a darling of everybody else. That's how sometimes you get to be portrayed. So being a player sometimes you can get away with murder, but not being a coach.
No, I hear you on that. And you coach at a level that is, I mean, some players are not even getting paid. They have semi-professionals per se as well. I mean, how do you motivate players at that level? Like, I mean, is it easy to motivate players to let them come into training, try and gain promotion? Like, is it easy for you?
Let me start this way. I think each and every job before I take it, I'm trying to do as much background as I can on the chairman of the club. And when we started my contract of it, so important. I tried to find out if it's going to be or he's financially stable to start with. At the end of the football, it's gonna cost him before he can get to the price of going to playoffs. Once I find out that you're not fit enough to do that, I don't take your job. I'm sorry, I walk away because I know that you're gonna cost me headache. Headache, because now I understand that in football you need to motivate players. In football you need to pay salaries that's the living wage. These boys are not just here to have. I always tell them this, that in my entire career coaching, I went back to some point. I have a couple of players that were pro, and I always say this to them: I've seen from player to a coach, and I want what's best for them. So I would say to them, if we can be promoted, let me have at least 5 or 6 players to depart from this club because it means we're ready enough to go to the next level. So when you talk about that, it brings me back to say, definitely I don't work with a chairman that is going to give me problems when it comes to payment of the players. If you say you're going to pay the 29, let it be the 29. If you're not going to do that, then you can work. I'm sorry, because I know what it means.
Now, I mean, we in South African football, we've seen statuses being sold and teams buying this team and teams having financial problems as well. Do you sometimes fear that, like, you might be limited on options going further in your career because of what's happening within the game?
Look, I would say this. I'm not taking you back a lot, but sometimes you must have a bit of where you're coming from. So for answer to what you just asked. When I was retired at Tshepo 2015, the late Rogers Kakan, he offered me a post at Tshepo to become a goalkeeper coach / assistant coach and a player at a time. I agree. I went to camp in Devon, and I thought I was going to be part and parcel of that. And at some point, I was told that there's no money anymore. That's when Daniela J was signed. I think the book was also signed. I asked myself, what actually transpired? What actually happened here? And look at those things. You say to yourself, what has the journey become like? How did I get to this point? And so forth. It's a lot going on. I don't want to lie to you. It's a lot going on. So for me to be where I am today, it has taken me a while to accept that after transitioning from being a player to be where I am, I didn't travel the roads. I don't want to mention names, but there are guys that found it easier. That never coached anyway. That has no resume. But they're coaching PSN. If you were to ask them how it is to coach in ABC Motsoeneng, you will find a lot needs to be done. And then there's also this coaching courses that have been introduced. I agree with them. I don't have a problem with them. I support them. But are we just going to now put courses ahead of everything else and forget that the very same people that are not going to be allowed by chairmen to attend courses with the chairman of the club, especially in ABC Motsoeneng, will never allow you to leave this team with an assistant coach and go and attend a coaching course. So my journey into going to Stardom or going to coach in the PSL, it has found a lot of stumbling blocks in those sense that if I were to send, let's say, my resume to Chiefs will never look at my resume because I've coached at ABC Motsoeneng. But if you were to be given an opportunity to coach, I can tell you right now, without fear or favor, I can do the job that is being done by coaches that have more experience far than me, because I've paid more details into what is needed in football. You need to be in line, you need to be in sync with your players, you need to understand your players, you need to understand you. So to get into that part, you need a chairman that will believe in you. And that chairman is only one in South Africa. The only Tshepo Motsoeneng who can give you an opportunity. And without Tshepo Motsoeneng, most of other coaches will never be known in South Africa, because other clubs are not prepared to give our Tshepo Motsoeneng an opportunity. Because it must come with certain weight from some certain manager or agent that has got so much network or whatever network that will convince the chairman of the club to take me. So that's my journey, my brother. It's not an easy thing. I want to go up. I've been trying to go up, but I can promise you right now, even just to go and coach in ABC Motsoeneng promotional, people will ask you, but where has he coached before besides this? But who's going to give me the opportunity to coach at the highest level if I'm not going to be given the opportunity by those that are there? How do I go up? It's a question I've been asking myself and my family. And at some point, it gets to a point where you realize that maybe I need to do what I'm doing right now, and then at some point, quit and move. Maybe I'm not meant to go up. I don't know how to look at it. But it pains at times.
I see. So if I ask about your coaching ambitions, you've already mentioned that you're able to coach at a particular level as well. I mean, is your coaching ambitions is obviously being the DSTV Premiership one day? I would take it.
For me to go at the highest level, it's my ambition. The problem is who's willing to listen to you. Who's going to give opportunity? It's another question. Would Aramazulu at some point give me an opportunity? Would Chesbe give me an opportunity? Would Arrows give me an opportunity? I still compare it. Maybe it's about to depart South Africa. It takes a strong chance. Let me try and see. It's not about money. It's about believing in a person. I need someone that will believe in my ability to say, if this guy can be able to do it at a league that is got so much controversy, I don't say corrupt, there's got so much controversy, but he's been able to put it through for 6 times in 7 seasons that he's been coaching. It means there's something that this guy's been doing, and he's doing it right. It's not about a challenge game, which takes for me to succeed. It means I will let coach at the next level. I always tell my tenants that I work for that for me, if you start doing that, it means I'm not good enough to get to the next level. So it means you don't hire me. Go hire somebody else that you can find at the end of the season. I want somebody that will PSL, we've got fitness trainers, we've got conditioning coach, we've got assistants of each and every department. Your job as a coach in PSL is to do where you do your walkthroughs, your simulations, where you remind players about the identity of the club, how to play. But it means your technical team is doing a lot of work in terms of conditioning players and getting the right frame of mind. So why would that be a problem for me? Because as condition one, I was about to say, there's something called walkthrough, this thing called simulation. And in my coaching career, I'm still getting the same thing that I was taught when I was a player. And it's the same thing I'm being able to come to the place for 6 times. Yes, I've got promoted in this type of but I don't see there's I think it's just that at that point in time we find that maybe other clubs have prepared a bit better than you, or they're a better budget than you, or they didn't lack sometimes of not in your side of the other side of the other people. So if I can get an opportunity, I will tell you right now, without fear of failure, I will back on PSN. I don't have a problem with that.
Now, for future coaches, before I move on to the other football questions, for future coaches that are coming up, how would you give them advice in terms of how to do it? Do they gain experience first at the lower levels, or do they go get their coaching badges? How would you say that they should go about it from the start?
For future coaches, we have our children that are coming up. They've shown already in the national team under 17. Familiarize yourself with first with what you're doing. Then get a club that will open that to go for coaching courses, so that your badges are also supplementing what you're doing. Like I said, if you don't know that what is the job of the fitness trainer, what is the job of the conditioning coach, then you have a problem. Because that's what that you find those structures up there. When we started football, or when I started coaching, or when I started doing SAFA coaching badges after I did D lessons, then I stopped at C. I did my C half. But we were taught in those courses, we were taught that you become everything. So it becomes a problem for you to separate the two. If you don't go up in football and learn that you have to have a structure as a coach. You're no longer a medic, you're no longer a team manager, you're no longer a GM, you're not a bus driver, you are a coach. So it's in such a manner. So you need to start separate those two. Do your coaching, your badges, but also start where it's supposed to start. Develop yourself and understand that. How do you develop the philosophy? What influence philosophy? What is philosophy to start with? Because you go up, you find that you might be lucky, but your luck is going to run out. Remember in coaching, it's problem solving. If Roland plays 3-4, I need to find a system that will be able to nullify that 4 of Roland. If Roland plays 8, that looks like a 3, that looks like a 4, it looks like a 5, that has a lot of fluidity. It's up to me as a coach on the other bench to see it. Roland is playing this one. It's got incredibly sound players in the central of the park. They've made the field narrow and whatnot. That is also been, you understand when you are being involved in such a space where the experience is being, you might have the you might have everything else. You might have all the life experiences and whatnot. But if you don't have the necessary experience that has it, Ronaldo will always win because you don't know how it is to be playing everything in front of your eyes. But you can't be able to dissect it and solve the problem that Ronaldo is posing on you. So that's our job. We do that. So all the coaches that are coming up, they're aspiring to become better coaches. But eventually they must go down to development. Develop yourself the right way. Don't rush. Give yourself about 2 to 3 years. Understand the leagues, go up. Don't rush to earn salary. It's not about salary. It's about longevity. I like what Julius Malema is always saying. It's not about now. We are going to aid the right way. We're going to be presidents of this country in the long term. Even us coaches that are young, it's not about them emulating Lunani, but it's about the long term. Are you going to invest in your career the right way? Are you going to be one of those coaches that are going to take South Africa to the next level? Don't you want to learn from Abu Bruce how they do it? He looks like it's arrogant. But if you listen to that, you get inspired into how he does things. If you listen to Aaron Smith, you get inspired. If you sit down and listen to Steve Compare, you get inspired. There are a lot of coaches that will inspire you in terms of where they started and how they got it right. At what age? They didn't get it right at the age of 35 like Roland. They got it late at some point at the age of 50. So why rush? Do it the right way. Otherwise, you're going to just be like everybody else and settle out.
Yeah. No, I hear you on that. And regarding the football questions that I have for you, man, I'm not sure if you're watching football at the high levels. I know you are busy with coaching and stuff, but this is a pressing issue that I wanted to ask you, man. Ronan Williams is 32 years old. Veli Motwa is 33 years old. Ricardo Goss is 30 years old. Jody February is not playing. Tumlen Kune is 35, 36. Buthelezi is not playing at Orlando Pirates. And obviously Tshepo Motsoeneng as well. He's playing, at least he's getting his minutes. But I wanted to ask, where are the upcoming goalkeepers, man? Or do we not have goalkeepers, young, upcoming, that we should be looking forward to? It seems like the goalkeeping age is at a very high level, or the age-wise.
Look, I have shared my sentiments on this issue, and I don't think Safa had me. I don't think Safa listened to what I said. They thought maybe I was politicizing. I was coming up with looking for a space to work at Safa. When you look into your goalkeepers that are qualified to what do you call this thing? The goalkeeper trainer. When you look into goalkeeping, what do you call this thing? Like what? We have this guy that is okay, we have Mayoyo. I can't remember what Mayoyo what license that he has.
Yeah.
Or is an instructor or something. I think he's an instructor, something like that. And then we have this guy that used to work for Sundowns at some point. I think we're for Sport as well. He's from Argentina. I don't forget it. This question caught me off guard, but I know the names of people that I want.
Yeah.
This is what I said. Tough. Make an example of Velimota, of Masuluke, of any other guy there. If you see that this guy is good, or he's coming out to be good, he is protected because he's the player that's going to play for South Africa. When we go to FIFA breaks, we should be able to have a pool of coaches that are qualified to coach in the national team. That will host camps that are monitored by Hugo Brook. In that way, you are able to select Abu Mailula, upcoming youngsters, Abu Maira that are getting game time. You take them to different camps. In those camps, you nurture this thing. You are pushing that way because this guy is supposed to take over from the guys that are going to retire. But for as long as we only call Coach Morena, Ramurebudi, to come and coach at Safa and then being given players or going to select players on that 10 days period that is given to go coach Safa, and then after that he goes back to Botswana, you're not solving the problem. It must be a continuous exercise where you are saying, Tinker Director is there. I know he just arrived. I think he spent already a year in Safa office. They should be saying, why are we still having foreign goalkeepers as number one in our local clubs? And if a team like Sanas has two, a team like Sukuni has two, when are you developing your own product? Is this guy number one in his own country? You understand? That's how you're supposed to look at it. If you don't look at it that way, you'll have foreigners taking over from our local football. We'll end up with a country that does not have goalkeepers. When Itumeleng Kune retired, I raised the question. I know people say, I said I'm better. I was better in my own way in terms of thinking where I want to be as a person. But I'm saying this question, I'm putting it this way, that Itumeleng Kune, even Ronan Williams, if you're struggling with, I'll be honest with you, very, very honest, with long range shots that have been taken to the right hand side. And I've always been, I was advocating for that. You need to have a goalkeeper coach that is going to focus on the side of his ball. Because it clearly means that his sides are not balanced.
Yeah.
The goalkeeper coach at Sundowns, who is it? Is it Kennedy Moyana or is it the other goalkeeper coach? I forgot his name. Ronwin. Is it Randall? What's his name? I forgot his name. But I really focus on the issues that the national team is having. Who is the goalkeeper coach at the national team? It's Grant Johnson. Is Grant Johnson fighting out to understand the issue of Ronald Williams? Basically in the right way that it's supposed to be. Right. Have you tested very enough to understand that very much is supposed to be playing national team or is supposed to be making way for an cancer? It's very much at some point was not. There was Nzimela there.
Yeah.
Have you drafted Nzimela into the national cup? No. Ricardo Goss does not have the support from what I'm told. Ricardo Goss was in the national setup. Do you see Ricardo Goss playing for the national team in the near future? No. So it means our selection is biased. This has not started now. It has started way back when we started. By the time when Abu Fran Balo fizzled out of national team, Ronan Williams, not Ronan Williams, Abu
Fernandez.
Ron Fernandez, yes. Who was arrested by Fernandez and is now homeless.
Oh yeah, Emil Baron.
After Emil Baron, we had those keepers that were very good. But have you ever produced a keeper after Kune? Kune has been a pillar of strength for the national team. He has done so well for the national team. He can still play. We had about Al-Hadari and whatnot. There's this thing in South Africa that I hate the most, that when a player like Kune, he's at 35 years old, we go and want to see him out of football. That is not how it's done. The top goalkeeper in the world, the Buffons of this world, your Casillas of this world, they left national teams when they were late in their 30s. But we are in a rush to Tshepo Kune. We have people that can replace Tshepo Kune. Let's go to the issue of China, Pirates, and Butelis. I like Butelis a lot. I like China. China's my homeboy. I like him a lot. But we're talking national team here. Can this guy hold his own in national team? Butelis is not getting game time at Pirates. If Butelis were to move from Paris and go to another club, would we ever see Butelis join the Jets of national team? That's what we should be looking at. If we have those camps would iron out the issues that you just asked me of goalkeeping problem. It's not only goalkeeping problem. The reason why our Tomo, they might not play at the highest level, is very fortunate to go like he's got in the final or whatever the case is going on. But the reason why you will never see Abu Maidura is because of the camps that we're supposed to be calling for SAFA to bring this boy in for their camps, their own camps, to play friendly, to be monitored, take data on them. Yeah. We're not doing it. We are a nation that is failing because we don't want to do things right. But when somebody comes and points out on these issues, you become hated for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm an advocate for football and I want football to want us to prosper. But you cannot prosper if a 17-year-old in Brazil is going to play for Real Madrid. What's wrong with us? I can tell you that boy that goes to camp of national team, every time the national team is being called. Every time the other team is playing, that boy is there. Every time the other team is playing, that boy is there. It means it's been put into a system to understand that he has to take over from Abu Vinicius and so when they retire. They don't find it difficult to retire people. We find it difficult to retire people because we don't have the system in place that is addressing the issue. The issue is you can't have two foreigners playing in one team. And you can't have foreigners that are number one everywhere in a country. And all your local boys are sitting on a bench. That is a failure. That system is failing the country. It's not failing only me, it's failing the country.
Yes.
That's why you struggle to have good top goalkeepers. But what is important is, like Ishibori was in a Bafana setup, he understands what needs to be done. I think if you take a like Ishibori, you take certain guys that were there, and then you say on those camps when they are there, they train the same way that they say the senior team trains, then we won't have this problem because those boys, by the time all those people are retiring, then we'll never goalkeep. I'll just ask you a simple question. Ronnie's going to play a lot of games right now. He's going to be fatigued at some point. He's going to lose form. Do you have a goalkeeper that's able enough to play the way Ronald Williams is playing right now? Do we have? It's $1 million question. How do you develop him? You can't take Vero Motor right now and say Vero Motor must be able to touch the ball at the back and be able to defeat the way Ronald Williams is not just a goalkeeper, he's also a captain. He has qualities of leading and whatnot. Never mind that. The question is still standing. Are you developing the right product for the country? Are you making enough camps for you to be able to deal with this issue? It's an issue that needs to be ironed out by SAFA, not me. SAFA needs to hold those camps. SAFA needs to get friendlies, even if it's from Scandinavian countries. Send those teams and those players that are not playing in the senior team, send them out to go play those friendlies. We can't say that SAFA cannot afford to do that.
Sure. Yes, Tshepo, man. Yes, you touched my heart there with some of the stuff you're saying, man, because it's heartbreaking. But I leave you with one question. You can answer it any way that you like. Where is South African football for you right now?
South African football, it's on the up. We need to support Hugo Bruce. I'm one guy that will come, go to his seminars and sit and listen to him. Because for one, I see what he's trying to do. Two, he's been trying to get to these meetings with coaches in the country. The philosophy that he wants us to understand and he wants to partake and give it to us is something that will be with us for the next 10 to 15 years. Failure for us to support this old man, he's going to leave at some point. We're going to hire Tshepo Motsoeneng, and he's going to come with a different mentality. Peter still is different from who he was before. Or we can hire Rulani, it's going to be different from the national team. We look for other players that are more overseas based and stuff. He might not be able to get the fluidity that he has with Sundowns. So sometimes you need to check who's got us moving forward. Let's put that person and give him the support that he needs, because we are now at least in the right frame in terms of where we want to go. We played Nigeria, we did well. We played Zimbabwe, that we've been struggling with. We did well in Bloemfontein. We need to start to move more and become again a powerhouse. But let's select the right players to replace those that are getting old. You've mentioned the names and the numbers, their age. Let's protect those. Let's not castrate them. Let's protect them. And then let's introduce those ones the right way. Then the football in South Africa will be on the up. Igor Bruce is on the right track. Let's go to all the PSL coaches to support him. Let's stop this thing of criticizing him. Let's support them. And the man is doing something that we never had in the country for a long time.
Oof. Yeah, no. Thank you so much for that, man. And thank you so much for being a guest on the show. Tshepo, I wish you all the best with your coaching career. I really hope that one day I'm watching S3EP47 and you're on screen. I really hope that your voice is heard within the South African football circles, because one thing I love about hearing you speak is you want what's best for South African football, and I want the same thing too. So I wish you all the best, and hopefully one day you are managing Chiefs and getting our beloved Chiefs to win a league.
Yeah, fortunately enough, I've been close to chairman that love the club. Chairman Nicki Chiefs loves the club. I've coached in Ravens in Eastern Cape. The chairman loves Chiefs. Jampela FC where I am right now, or before Jampela, Mboti in KZN, the chairman loves Chiefs.
Yeah.
Mboti. So it means maybe I'm getting closer to my dream. I wanted to play for the club at some point when I grew up as a boy. I think my fight with them from when I was playing, because it's not because I hated them, no. It's because I wanted to do so well so that one day they can notice me that I really want to play for this club. So if I fail to play for them, for whatever reason that may be, it's not a problem. But if given an opportunity in the next 5, 6, 7 years, I promise that the glory days will be back again. She is a big brand. You don't need to ask God to do anything. That when you go to Nigeria, you get goosebumps. That's how big it is. So why not go and coach a club of that magnitude? I would really love to be there at some point.
Oh man, that would be great. I actually have one only for me. This is only a question just for me. Do you actually regret not playing for the big three?
It was political. If I were to sit down with you and tell you my story, you cry.
That's why you must come back onto the show, man.
You cry because something happened in 2011. I was supposed to play for one of the big three, but one of the top agents in South Africa failed me. And it's something that I've been holding close to my heart. I said I'll never share this story. But I think I've reached a point where I realized that sometimes people need to hear the story and understand that at some point I did really manage to sign a contract with one of the big three. But certain things happened, and I found myself not being able to play for one of those clubs.
Please,
so why not coach them?
Please promise me that one day you'll come onto the show, this time in a Zoom, and let's have the chat.
No. I wanted to give it to on Zoom, but now because I have these problems of network and what and being busy in terms of my schedule, I promise that I owe your viewers and your supporters and your listeners that I'll be on Zoom. I'll give you the hour if it's an hour. I'm not controversial, but I want to see South African football going to back historic days where we are able to host your Argentina in the country in the days of Dr. Kumalo, your Germany. We're not attracting those things anymore because we are not yet playing that type of football that we need. But with Hugo Bros, we're okay. So I promise that I'll be on Zoom next time. I hope that it will be me sitting with a trophy of Safa that you're going to compete for now in Asia Plus, so that it makes it even more sweeter.
I hope so too, man. All the best with your career. Thank you so much for your time, and I really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Keep well.
You too, man. Shut.
It's time for Bet of the Week. Get ready to win big by placing the right bets on the right games. This is the final week of the group stage at the Euros, guys. Can you believe it? Where did time go? Like all these games just flying every single day, but we jumping in no matter what. Denmark going up against Serbia. I've gone with the Denmark or draw. England against Slovenia. I've gone England straight win. Ukraine against Belgium over 2.5 goals. There'll be goals for days there. Czech Republic against Turkey over 1.5 goals. Georgia against Portugal. I'm telling you, I think Ronaldo's going to score there. I've gone with over 2.5 goals. And you got to be smart in these situations. You can't just be putting 30, 50 games and hoping for a win. 5 games, 6.32 odds. It's perfect. And if you want to join me, don't forget to click on the link below.
Remember to practice responsible betting at betway.co.za.
Thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey. The time flies so quickly. Now it's time to go watch some football. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're notified for future episodes.